Hi, everyone. Welcome to this gemstone crystal reading. This is a pick a pile. I don't normally do these, so let's try this out and see how we like it. And first pile we have, now these are all tarot decks, okay? You have Tiger's Eye. Maybe you're drawn to pile one because it's the card or the stone that draws you, or just because you like the number one. You may feel you're drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all. So there's pile one, Tiger's Eye. And then pile two, we have this lovely lilac colored amethyst, raw point here, a raw piece. And as you can see, it has some shimmery parts too. And then we have pile three, we have sunset sodalite. You can see it has the lovely blue, the deep blue of sodalite, but also, and the white, but also it has this sort of orangey color to it as well in some areas. And then we have rainbow fluorite. It's a raw piece, and you can see it has blue and then green and then purple, and that's a raw piece there. And that also has some shimmery aspects. It's pretty transparent actually for fluorite. So, well, some fluorite can be. Anyway, so let's get started. So pile one, let's see what we have for you. I have not looked at these cards. We'll turn the first one over. Pile one, you start with the Eight of Pentacles, and it's this lovely floral themed deck. And the card says Miss Molly, that's the flower. And the Eight of Pentacles, you may be familiar with this card. It's, you can see the person's working hard here. They're really focused. They have what they need. They're coming to the job prepared. So this is a card of, preparation. It's a card where it's really, there could be a lot of time going into this, and you could be kind of blocking other things out while you focus on one thing at hand. And it may be something of like, work related or something regarding your time and your resources. All right, so let's shuffle the tarot cards and see what you have here. Just kind of general messages for the pile one people. We'll call you the Tiger's Eye folks. The Tiger's Eye folks. All right. Yeah, messages for your greatest highest good. And do leave feedback if you enjoy this style of reading, and I'll do more of them. We have the Three of Wands, and the flower here is cypress. So you have the Three of Wands, and you have the moon as well as the Seven of Wands. So you have the flowers poppy and rose. Maybe those names mean something to you even. So the moon came out before the Seven of Wands, and there we are. We have that there. I'm going to turn the camera down for you a bit so you can see it somewhat, at least a little better anyway. Now, this first column that I've put out, we have the colors that represent sort of the first three chakras. So again, this could have something to do with your stability, your security, something you're creating. It could have to do with your determination, even with the nice yellowy color we're seeing here. Yellow is usually, a positive color, optimistic kind of color. Also having to do with the solar plexus chakra. So that's like kind of the I can, I will, and I do sort of energy. Now, rose here with the Seven of Wands, I get that something, I'm going to tell you right out what I'm getting overall is other people may be scrutinizing something you're doing, and it might be best for you to kind of keep your new project under wraps for now. Maybe not tell people exactly what your plan or project is until you yourself have worked on it more and you have done more with it, or maybe you've decided you're going to move or something and people are having an opinion, or maybe you decided, I'm going to have a baby, or whatever it might be, or I'm going to adopt a dog or whatever, or even I'm going to start a garden, and you have some naysayers saying, well, how are you going to do that? You don't have time for da-da-da. So I'm kind of getting an energy sort of like that. It's kind of like maybe you're already kind of like scared because we have that moon card, and maybe, defensive in some way with the Seven of Wands. So I'm getting like with this Three of Wands, going outside of your own comfort zone. Maybe you've really put something into action. I always get that with the Three of Wands, not just because it's wands and they do, tie into action, but because, you know, they've chartered those ships, you know. So yeah, your ships might be coming in, but you've actually done the work, or are doing the work, or are about to do the work for something of high importance to you. And I feel as though you've already put a lot of work into it, even if it's just the planning phases. Oh, I just got a chill on my head. Maybe some of you felt a chill at some point. You could actually be getting that in general, feeling like tingling as though someone's touching you, or maybe you were recently attuned to something and you're feeling more those sensations that can happen after attunements, like say to Reiki or something. But always check things out with a doctor if needed. Da da da. Right? You know the spiel. And then I also see this in this moon card. You notice there's actually a path, a yellow path, and I get it's sort of like, it could be where you've come from and or where you're heading, but it could be like you're coming from a place of fear and defensiveness, and you decide, you know what, I'm going to go out. And I say fear, defensiveness too, because we have that 7 of Wands, and I'm getting like you're having to sort of protect something that's maybe new. And the reason I say that is because 2 of your flower cards have buds on them. So something's not totally hatched, you know. And I'm just getting, that's why I think it's so important to kind of keep your plans to yourself until they're more fully formed and until you're feeling more strong in your position. I myself have done that at times, kind of kept things to myself because you don't want other people's energy in it, you know. And this comes up quite a lot in readings, where even not on this channel, but just, you know, not needing other people's energy in like into whatever you're deciding you're investing into, right? Some people just, you know, they might even, you know, wish us well, but just their energy, them knowing our plans and them thinking about it, because thoughts are things, right? It kind of like, it could kind of change the energy. It might even, it could increase or lower your excitement, for example. But you really, you want it to kind of be, if you're doing something that's true for you, which I feel like for some of you, you're really putting yourself first, and maybe you're really investing in a talent or skill or more education, or you're learning a craft or something, or you have this new apprenticeship, internship, something, you could actually be the one training. Maybe you're stepping into that role. With the moon card, Pisces and Cancer energy with that card. And I do get sort of like shifting energies. And so again, if you yourself are still on the fence about something, like maybe even with the 7 of Wands, you may want to just sort of work on this in private. Let's see what else we get. That's like one main message with this. Let's get something else here. Yeah, the moon's facing our fears and our anxieties, and like kind of seeing, I get that you're seeing through any sort of, you know, nonsense right now. What else do we have? Okay, there's the 6 of Pentacles here. All right. Knowing what to give your energy to. I always get that as knowing what to give your energy to. The acacia plant is there. And again, you have this yellow. So like red, orange, yellow. Again, those first 3 chakras, your stability, your security, your creation, your creativity, sexuality is in there too. And yellow with the solar plexus, as we talked about. And then on the bottom of the deck, you have Iris here with the Queen of Cups. Okay. And it's interesting because that Queen of Cups is next to the Moon card. So you have more watery energy, your intuition, your feelings about something. You could find your feelings are going back and forth on a particular subject, or if this is a change or something you're wanting to make. What else do we have? Strength card, Sunflower, card 8. So I like that we have the 7, we go from a 7 to an 8. And there are a few 8s appearing in your reading now. You have the 8 of Pentacles, 8 being Strength card, then you have the 1 and 8 for the Moon card. So you do, it's, I'm getting something about navigating a situation with tact, like having to almost be careful with your words around certain people, or at least maybe you're feeling that way, that you have to be kind of careful. Maybe you don't want your success to make somebody else feel bad, or there could be someone even little bit of guilt, or just I'm getting you're being pulled in different directions. I'm getting you getting a lot of ideas right now. And so pay attention to those, write them down. Even if they seem like nothing at the time, you may want to consider writing them down. Let me get more cards out. I like to see the block all together too. Okay, so as far as the cards, a block of cards, not an energetic block. 8 of Cups, walking away. Another 8, and it says Miss Molly on this card. And then you also have, in fact, this one said Miss Molly. The 8s have Miss Molly on there. And you also have Anemone, maybe I'm saying that right, with the Knight of Cups here. And news travels fast, I'm hearing. News travels fast. You may be surprised how quickly something is developing, or how fast some news or information comes in. And I'll go over what the flowers mean in a little bit, but I just want to get your cards out. And oh yeah, Ace of Pentacles, and the flower here is almond. So this could really be, the Ace of Pentacles is really any opportunity, any gift. It's not, it doesn't have to just be about money. Yeah. I'm getting kind of like this clarity needing to happen, or maybe you're feeling that way. This, it's a timeless reading. So whenever you're watching this, maybe you're feeling as though you're getting clarity, needing clarity, but I see the clarity coming in if it hasn't already. Okay. Because I'm getting with the Moon card, the Queen of Cups, and the 8 of Cups, it's kind of like there's a decision that is made. Like you do get enough information to take action on something. That could even be a goal or an intention you're setting right now. With the 3 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, and Knight of Cups here, I get that there's something going on here with like honoring your own needs and honoring your own intuition, and stepping into, well, with the 8 of Cups too, I'm getting kind of like you're stepping into something that, like, in your heart you're meant to do this, or in your heart something is for you. But there could just be this, you start out at a place of where it's not really clear, and then I get that it is clear, because again, I'm getting unopened buds here for many cards. So I'm getting that for some of you, you are starting something new. With the Strength card here and Sunflower, that can represent loyalty as well. And with the 7 of Wands, the 7s here have to do with evolving. So I'm getting like sort of the, as far as the Rose has to do with evolving in this deck. So evolving, loyalty, and then with the Aces, it's connection or manifestation. Sorry. So you're like, there's something developing here. I feel it has to do with your loyalty to yourself, even, or you've removed yourself from a group that was not loyal to you, and going out on your own. There's very much a going out on your own energy when I have the 3 of Wands, the 8 of Cups, and this Ace of Pentacles, and even the Queen of Cups and Strength card and the 8 of Pentacles. It's like you're doing a lot of work, maybe behind the scenes, or it's like focusing on the task at hand too, and realizing you can't change other people. All right, that's something coming in intuitively. You can't change other people. I am getting a name that starts with an S. It could be Sarah, with an H even. And then I'm getting a name like Tendley. And they're giving me starfish. Now, starfish, if they lose an appendage in a certain area, they can actually regenerate it. So I do get for some of you that you're coming back from something even stronger, and it is your hard work that will bring you to this place. So if you're not there yet, it is like there is something being delivered to you. I do get, though, that it means letting go or walking away from something else, and it could be even an addiction, a thought pattern, an emotion, a feeling, like no longer feeling a certain way. You could feel the energy is drastically shifted. I mean, I'm not an astrologer, but we do have a lot going on astrologically now. With all the shifts of the planets. So I think Jupiter's going direct today even. I think so anyway. I may be mistaken. But anyway, see a real astrologer for that. The rosy pink skies here. we do have we have kind of this mix. I'm getting like you may have actually or may be questioning either someone's loyalty to you or how much you're giving to a certain situation or group. And I am getting sort of this it's not even a total lack of clarity, but it's sort of like um, needing maybe guidance in a certain area or needing things to be just a little clearer. You could actually, and I am getting secrets revealed too now all of a sudden. So you could get some sort of secret revealed to you, or you're stepping out of this time of, playing it small and you're stepping into something bigger. You have Temperance here, and the flower is Rush. So this is Sagittarius energy. And, Temperance, this can have to, in this particular deck, can have to do with determination. You'll see this person really is very much focused on what they're doing. Again, we have 3 open flowers and 3 closed flowers. And to me, for having that at the very center of your reading, I am getting, it's almost like you're focusing on where you know things will grow and having more optimism, or that's the advice from Spirit. As far as blocks, it could be going out of your comfort zone, having to feel like you have to defend yourself. But what sets you free is tap into how you feel about, go with how you feel about something and stand strong, in what you're doing, and put in the work, that's, and give it as much time as it needs here, with Temperance and the 8 of Pentacles. And then the Knight of Cups and the 8 of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles in relation to this Temperance here and blessings. I feel as though, your determination, your intuition, even, and how you feel, like you going with your heart, could in fact set you free, leading to some sort of great opportunity that'll make you quite happy. So that's what I have for you. And I want to get you an 1111 Oracle card. That was the one Oracle deck that was really calling to me. So let's see. Let's get an 1111 timing card. The decks I use are in the description box. And you overcome an obstacle. So this is miracles happening. Yeah, that's a fantastic, card to have, so tensions could be dissipating. It could be a situation, improving. It says magically improving. That could be, with the Ace of Pentacles, and also the angelic assistance and support here of this Temperance. But I'm also seeing you doing the work as we see in the cards themselves. So overcoming some sort of obstacle, or it could be something gradually improving. So it can really be either way, but there's freedom here in this card too. All right, so that's what I have for pile 1. And if you feel you're drawn to another pile, check out the timestamps there. And if you're interested in your signs, because this is mostly Libra, if you're interested in your other signs, check out Schoolhouse Messages. And if you enjoyed this, do give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. All righty. Turn that back over. Put this deck to the side. And now we have welcome to your reading, pile 2. You chose this card and the Amethyst, the Lilac Amethyst. Your card is the 2 of Swords. Now, again, I did not look at these. They were random from the universe, from Spirit. So decision time, right? Maybe. Could be. But I'm getting clarity here coming in too. Let's see what else we get. What else do we have here? And the decks I use are in the description box. Let's see. What do we have here for lovely Libra Collective for pile 2? Whoa, many, many cards coming out. So let's see what this means. What do we have? We have the Hermit in reverse. Now it was sideways, so I'm getting you could be going back and forth on something, if you want to move into something or move forward with something, and that could be what you're deciding. You also have this Queen of Wands. Yep, getting the clarity that you're hoping for maybe, but we'll see what everything says. The 8 of Wands here. Movement, fast action, things heading in the right direction or a direction. But it is very optimistic, this card right here in this deck. So we have also death, transformation. I just heard something too about like blurry vision or seeing doubles. So there's something there. And you also have the Two of Cups. I'm sorry, the Four of Cups. And you could see this mermaid is refusing. You know, they're kind of like, I'm not so sure. And I get that you're not maybe clear if you should move forward. This is kind of similar to pile one, actually. And then at the center of your reading, you have temperance, and pile one had temperance come in at the end in the center of their reading. So interestingly enough, but what are we navigating here? Okay, rebirth. I get this kind of phoenix rising from the ashes here. Some of you could feel watched, like you're being kind of really watched. Maybe you are putting yourself on stage and being watched. And I am getting something not being good enough for you. You're choosing something's just not quite good enough. It's not going to cut it. And maybe it's something to do with emotions, or how someone's making you feel. Like maybe you're finding that's unacceptable. We want to remember too with this card and riding a dolphin, to have fun here. Someone, you know, and I don't like to deliver these messages, but you may feel as though someone is laughing at you at your expense. Like you're the center of their jokes or something. So that's randomly specific. And let's see what else we have. I like to get out a few cards. You have the Seven of Wands here. And we have the Chariot. Love that for you. I am getting that your patience is kind of run out with somebody or something and you're moving forward. Or it could be, again, that at the center of your reading, at the heart of your reading, I am seeing a decision. It's be based on, I think it's fast moving energy, really. I think that for a while you've been kind of at this standstill, but now I get that you're free to move forward with something. You're freeing yourself even wow. And the Magician. I think that for some of you, resources are coming in, and this could be in any form. It could be, you know, monetarily. It could be you're finding you have the time. You're finding out you have the things around your house to use for your project, because you have the Magician here. But it's knowing which tools to use for the job, because you'll see they're all kind of rising up from the table here. The cup, the wand, the sword, and the pentacle. And so I feel as though any area you shift to and decide you're starting over with and you're making a transformation, if you're going with your heart and your intuition, you can't go wrong. That's what it feels like with this reading so far. The Hermit, that's that inner wisdom. Are you ignoring the wisdom within you? Now, with the Two of Swords here, this person third eye being kind of blocked. Now, you can look at it as their vision is blocked, or you can look at it as they're tuning into their third eye. So maybe some of you are actually even using amethyst to tune into your third eye. That's a good stone for that. So Queen of Swords, determination, real focus here. And I'm feeling a little bit of anger, and, you know, anger's an emotion like any other. So you're entitled to feel how you feel. And I'm getting like, just again, it's like something is not meeting your standards here. When I see the Queen of Swords, the Four of Cups, which is like boredom, no thanks, you know, passing something off, you know, and then the Seven of Wands, where you're really you're grounded with something. I'm getting that maybe you received an offer, or you will receive an offer, and it's just like you want to take it maybe for certain reasons, but then for other reasons, it's like, you know, you can do better. So there is something here where I feel as though, yes, you can do better. You're actually right on that feeling, from what I can tell. Eight of we already kind of talked about this Eight of Wands with the Temperance and the Chariot. There's optimism here in this reading. There's a lot of sunshine here, even with that Chariot. And you could be, even some of you, you're not leaving this terrible place or anything. For some of you, you know, it's almost like seeing the good out of all the situations and out of all your experiences, and even all the people who cross your path, you know, in life. It's like it's maybe like you're maybe having this sort of optimism here. Looking forward to a change, I'm getting for a lot of you. Yes, I am getting something about not wanting to repeat history. I am getting a message now too about, you know, avoiding manipulative people at this time, and not letting them cloud your judgment, or I'm even getting some of you, like their words almost stop you in your tracks. Like you cannot believe what you just heard. So that's just maybe for one or two people. But sometimes people look at the Two of Swords and they feel as though, oh, they're stuck. But I actually look at it as this person, I can almost see the arms opening up. I'm getting that they're deciding in some ways to just like kind of like go with source energy, go with the flow, go with their own higher wisdom, and realize that everything comes in stages. And I do get that it's sort of like this person, they might look like they're restricted, but I'm getting that you're realizing you actually aren't, and maybe you have more resources, like with this magician, than you realized. They might just be right around the corner, though. Make sure you're tapping into things you love and enjoy, because that puts you in that higher vibration. Sing, dance, write, be with people you love, go outside, spend time with your animals, garden, do whatever it is that you enjoy, to kind of raise your vibration, because there could be just a lot of negativity or even chatter around that's not so nice. We have water sign energy here quite a bit. We have a lot. Well, we have fire and water, and we kind of you have a nice blend. You have every suit here. You have 3 major arcana, 4, 5 actually. You have 5. So I think this may be a big change for some of you, or a big like, yes, I just saw 2626 on the timer. That's 88. So this could be things balancing out for you. It can also be you realizing you have this like limitless potential, or way more opportunities than you realize. And it can certainly have to do with a home situation, money. It can have to do with really anything that you're working on or wanting to bring in. I mean, this is major manifestation energy here when I have the Chariot and the Magician together. But I do get that a lot of you have had to wait, and I'm getting with this Hermit kind of on the side here. It's almost like maybe you were just about to give up on something, a dream or whatever, and then you get the clarity that you needed, and it's kind of like getting this direction. It's kind of like I said, it's similar to pile 1, because they also had some clarity and were able to move forward. Let me see what else we got. Other messages for you. Okay. And the 3 of coins. Okay. Yep. This may be a second chance at something that you're getting, that you're being given. Maybe you wanted to make it on your own or something before, and now I'm getting that you're getting this new opportunity to do so. And you'll notice they're actually, what they're working on here is this judgment. I feel as though some of you may be working on not judging yourself unfairly. Maybe you're working on not judging yourself. But I also get that you make a very conscious decision here to as far as a plan. Okay. But it doesn't necessarily come easily for you. I think that you've had to put a lot into it. And I think you've put a lot of time and energy into something, or into making this decision. And as a result of that, you are able to have this rebirth, this new start. But I am getting a little bit of a delicate situation and a surprise potentially too. Again, I wouldn't put so much weight into what people are saying as far as this energy goes. I have a couple cards here that make me think you could be feeling a little scrutinized in some way. And those cards are the 7 of Wands for me, and the Magician. And I get kind of like maybe you're putting a little more weight into either your faith, or just like you knowing yourself better than anyone. But it's like having faith in yourself. And I'm very much getting this, like you'll it's like it's going to be better this second time around, whatever it is. I actually did just get marriage for some of you too. I know some of you are going, no way, but there's something here too about stages I'm seeing in this card. you wouldn't be able to see it even if I zoomed in on the camera. But over here, I'm seeing something about stages. Maybe screenshot and zoom in. I'll get it so that you can do that so it's clear. There we go. And then you can see what I'm talking about. But I'm actually going to get my magnifier out. I knew I would need this today too. It's funny, I had it right here. Yeah, I'm getting that something could have made it. Even the number 3's coming in, not just because this is the 3 of Pentacles. They're showing me 3 stages here. And like, it's kind of like letting an old way or an old project, maybe even business or relationship go, so that you can totally cleanse and have this new energy. I just realized little kitties peeking over these cards, smiling. Oh my gosh. Anyway, adorable. But I think that, yeah, you're reaching the top here of something. I mean, I'm going to say it doesn't look like it's been easy. That's for sure. Because this almost looks like at the top of this cathedral or whatever it is. It's very like prickly here. And I'm getting like, also I'm getting like the judgy energy, and just, I get that you're able to block that out, whereas maybe in the past you weren't able to do that as well. So I do feel like maybe you've come a long way in being able to do that. And Sagittarius energy, Cancerian energy. Some people say Magician's Aries. You have Scorpio, and you have a Virgo. Those are the major arcana anyway. Let's get you an 1111 card to close out this reading, and you may want to check out some other piles too. Oh, that was way too many. Too many. And do like this video if you enjoyed this, if you got something out of this pile or others, and subscribe to the channel. And if you're interested in your other signs, check out Schoolhouse Messages. So an 1111 card for pile 2, please. The Amethyst, folks. Holiness. Yeah, it's interesting because I was getting this in this 3 of Pentacles. The 3 stages I'm seeing of something, it's as though something maybe started out strong, not so much, and maybe it took a while to let something go, or to forgive yourself for something, or to let someone go. But I'm getting like this over it kind of energy. It's almost like you exhausted all the opportunities you could, and then after it we have this Death card, which actually is making me think of that 3 of Coins. It's hard to explain intuitively how I get my messages sometimes, but I feel it and see it clearly, or hear it. It's like clairsentience actually, too. I just kind of feel too, or sense. But it's kind of like, if you have a solid framework for something, you're not going to be repeating history. That's one message there for that. But what I'm getting with this holiness here is like once actually you set something free, ironically, then you will feel whole. Okay. And it's kind of like washing away of karma or whatever. It's like this washing away, this cleansing, this holiness here. So know that you are worthy no matter what's gone on. You have this innocence about you still, and you're not broken. Okay. You are whole as you are. Some of you may resonate with that song, 3 Little Birds by Bob Marley and the Wailers. One of my personal favorites. And yeah, so that is also coming in. Oh, actually, you know what? Bob Marley's birthday, February 6th, or it would be his birthday. So that just came in. Happy birthday, Bob. Hope you're at peace. Thank you, Mr. Marley. All right. So that is what I have for pile 1, or sorry, pile 2. All right. And we are going to move on to our Sunset Sodalite people and see what's coming in for them. Pile 3, welcome to your reading, Sunset Sodalite people. And this card, okay, you have the 2 of Coins. Okay, so the 2 of Coins, and we'll just leave that up here so you can still continue to see it. 2 of Coins. Let's go into the tarot and see what we have here. What sort of messages here? 2 of Pentacles, you can see they're balancing here. They're they have good footing, even though it might feel unsteady to some people, because maybe because you've been through something before, you're able to handle a little more than maybe others could, or maybe better than what you even could have a long time ago. This is actually, is that the wrong deck? Nope, this is the right deck. Okay. You have the 10 of Wands. Yeah, there is some stress here. Okay. Some responsibility. Maybe you're shouldering. Let's see what else we have, though. You have the Queen of Coins. Beautiful green on this. Oh, getting to the heart of the matter here. Okay. So, Six of Swords. Unfortunately, I do feel there could be a little deceit here. And a little deceit can feel like a lot, actually. I'm getting your confidence could be being tested. I'm also getting your stability, feeling grounded, could be feeling really let down, even abandoned, like you have no choice but to leave a situation. This could actually have to do with a strong female energy in your life here with this Queen of Coins. Some of you may have a connection to ballet or dancing too. Or actually, I know this is random, but Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, EDS, that could be something you have or wonder if you have. There's something here about family. I am getting a lot of family responsibility or even some sort of letdown. Maybe not wanting to let your family down, but I do feel as though it's almost like having to kind of defend yourself in some sort of situation that either it's work or it's family or a very central relationship in your life. Justice, though, you do have justice. For some of you, I get too, this can have to do with maybe, your feelings or something about some things going on in society currently. So we have justice here, our own energy, Libra energy. And there's a choice being made here, and there's a truth here. Like it's also, I get that you're protecting your mental energy. That could also be what's being suggested by your guides right now or by source, that you need to keep your own head clear. Maybe you want to limit who and what you're letting into your aura, including things like news, headlines, whatever, so making sure that you're staying grounded. Okay. And I'm getting year and a half. Like if you can just give something a year and a half even. Okay. So let's see what else here. Or 90 days, 3 months, something. Interesting. That's going to be a big shift, though. I am getting a big shift. Okay, what else do we have? The Knight of Swords. And something I do get, like, you want to be prepared if you have to make a decision quickly, including leaving something or someone or place or, So if you're thinking you need to get some sort of passports so you can travel, for example, maybe some of you have just talked about that, or something just came up on your feed about passports or something. But I am getting, maybe you're looking into other countries you can live. I'm just getting this sort of global. When I'm getting the Six of Swords, that can be travel, moving on. And I'm getting being very disheartened about it, being very kind of sad and like, you left me no choice kind of energy. Again, could be family, something close to your home, could be home, like work too, especially if you do work from home, but it doesn't have to be. It's interesting because I feel as though so far in all three piles, there's this element of like having to deal with scrutiny or manipulation from others. But again, keeping yourself clear and keep your conscience clear. Don't let go of the beautiful parts of yourself because of the ugliness. Okay. I just heard Stella. And interestingly enough, now we have the Lover's card. It's like, stay in that energy of love, stay in that energy of alignment to source, your faith. That's Gemini energy. So more air sign energy here. Lots of, you have a lot of air sign energy, actually, with two swords, justice, lovers, that's all air energy. So let's see what else we're getting, though. You have Capricorn energy, the devil, yeah. And that's actually showing up, right? It's in between this, it makes me think even more that like you're just being influenced by some negativity here, and it may be having more of an effect on you than you realize. Or maybe you just came to this reading saying, you know what, I need to not be like focused on the news or whatever, or this person at work, or this, you know, relative of mine, or this whatever it is for you, you know, maybe realizing that that's just going to bring you down, you know. Capricorn energy with that. And you know, it could also be, yes, when you have justice and the devil and the 10 of wands, I feel as though something that has been burdensome to you, or was wrong, or was way too much and heavy on you and stressful, is dealt with karmically. So I definitely feel that, and see that in these cards. Something is not as it seems. Okay, there is something here about that. It could tie into that energetic shift that I'm feeling and sensing. I'm definitely sensing that. And I get a lot of onlookers with this Lovers card. So people could be waiting to see what you do next, or you're waiting to see what comes next in that situation. What else here? I'm feeling Judgment. Oh, you have the Chariot. Now, the last pile 2 just had Chariot in the exact same position. There may be messages for you there. I don't know. But here's your freedom right here. I mean, again, travel. Like I said, you could have just, I'm getting Japan too for some of you. Or maybe you work with Japanese art or something, or they're giving me kintsugi. Yeah, kintsugi art. Freedom, freedom, freedom. Fast moving. Be ready to move fast. Some of you may be literally moving out of somewhere. They're giving me the initial M, like is it Mario? Or I'm even getting some of you having to stay in a hotel or not at your home. Okay, I'm getting that. There's a name like Mariel or Marriott, or Mario, Marita. There's something like that. Okay, so I'm getting September, and then I'm getting the number 9. That's double 9, so that's a sign of leadership. You may be deciding that you're going to take charge and you know, either make a shift, make a move, put a stop to something, start something. Whew. And there's the Queen of Swords. Absolutely. That is like an exclamation point as far as what I just said. Wow. Mm-hmm. Now, interestingly enough, this is the Queen of Swords, but it also has Virgo energy on the card too. Look at their crown. Stay balanced, make clear decisions, and you'll see Libra's on there too. Now, why we have Virgo on the Libra card? Maybe you're on the cusp, you know, but it's very interesting to me, and that the artist did this. Oh my goodness. And you have the King of Swords. So you have the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords. Oh my gosh. This is incredible. I'm not even going to look anymore. My goodness. And I wasn't going to get another card for that, but I am getting like you are and look, there's like a dark force. It's almost like you're escaping again, either you're escaping a major situation. You're just avoiding it. You're avoiding some sort of danger, perhaps. You're avoiding some sort of loss. You're getting out of town. I don't know here, but and you know what's funny is I had said I was feeling Japan when I mentioned travel, and this Queen of Swords is, and I was getting it kind of off this card, but I also heard it. I'm clairaudient, and I heard it. So I was getting it with the Chariot, the Six of Swords, and now here, and then look, here are these cherry blossoms, which I believe are native to Japan. So you may, and look what she's looking at, like traveling, and it's like more where you feel more at home, more loved, more something. Just like right now, home is not home for some reason. it's like, I mean, on I'm so sorry if some of you, you know, have been dealing with like either natural disasters or government stuff or that sort of thing. I realize now what might be coming out in this reading, and I don't want to get into, you know, politics, but I do feel as though some of you could be just feeling at a loss in a big way, and majorly disheartened, or like things really shift in a huge way. And it could have to do with security and your security in general, your stability, home, even just where you want to be in the world. Major shift, major development here. Wow. I just, with the King and the Queen of Swords now, some people could accuse you of being like cold about something, but I don't see it that way, because you have this, you know, you have this Lover's card, you have the Chariot, and that's not a cold energy as far as having to make a decision and move forward. And neither is the Queen of Coins. I actually feel as though this is coming from a balanced kind of mindset. And if not, that's actually the advice, is make sure you're coming at things in a a way that is balanced. Because remember, for whatever reason, the Ciro Marchetti put a Capricorn sign on the top of the head of the Queen of Swords. Maybe in Vedic astrology you're Virgo, but you're Libra in tropical. Maybe, I don't know. I think that's how it works for my chart anyway. But, and again, not an astrologer, but oh yeah, I'm just seeing justice kind of overseeing everything, an umbrella, even though it may not feel that way right now, because you can't see it all yet. It's not, although some of you could get a massive revelation here. You could, and you just know, like a major wake up kind of energy, like where you have a gift opening up, or you have clear communication somehow from source, from you know, your creator. Yeah. Some of you, this can have to do with a relationship with one person or one organization, like work or something, and feeling as though you have to make a major change with that. So I am feeling that too. It's just having to balance it all is becoming overwhelming. It can be, it seems. So getting more aligned with what you know you must do, basically. Let's see what we get here with an 1111 card. If you enjoy this reading, please do like and subscribe. You actually get a couple of cards. My goodness, you get several. Wow, I guess you need a lot of messages, huh? You have nature's calling, spend time outside, grow something, care for animals, protect nature. Okay. So you have that. You have commodification, which is commercialism, consumerism, veneration, objectification. Add to cart. It's shopping, you know. You also have too many ones. Less is more. Make sure you're not overdoing things. Make sure you're not scattered, and make sure you're avoiding burnout. Interesting, you know, that is one of the cautions here, you know, with that 10 of Wands and stuff, and even the devil, like not letting something wear you down. Okay. And then you have come together with others for unity. Okay. You may feel as though that's something you're seeking now. We have 222 on here. So join a cause, socialize, delegate responsibilities. It is amazing, because I mean, the cards and the energy was already saying like part of some organization, or, you know, feeling as though, you know, you're disheartened and your security is challenged, or your home or something, or even your identity in some ways. And then you have these cards to clarify. And like I said, I was only doing one for other reads, and you're getting 5 because that's what wanted to come out. So I feel as though you're really maybe looking for ways to feel better about something. And then we have, it's 1111, or it's 1 2 3 4 equals we. You're not alone. You're not alone. You're part of something bigger. And is it really you against the world? Try to tap into a feeling of community with like-hearted individuals. That's what I have for pile 3. Wow, that was a little heavier than the other piles, actually. We tuned into some big things, and I am going to put these back in and reshuffle those. So thank you for being here, pile 3. Let's see what else we have. Let's go into pile 4. Pile 4. You have the 8 of Cups. Moving forward, moving on, moving through something emotionally even. So I think it was about 50-30 maybe. All right. What else do we have here? Check out the timestamps if you want to check out other piles, please. We had some interesting ones. 1 and 2 were a bit similar. 3, there was some heavy energy going on there, having to do with, a greater cause. And yeah, so anyway, I won't say that. But anyway, pile 4, here you are. Here you are, pile 4, with the 8 of Cups. Oh, the 5 of Cups too. Oh, emotional energy here. What else do we have? Watery. Okay, but then we have this 11-11 with the 4 of Wands. I'm hearing delicate situation. Okay, you have the Chariot. So far, the last 2 piles had the Chariot as well. And there's like a moving on energy. Now, I get that, well, I'm going to get more cards on this, but 10 of Wands. Pile 3 just had that. What else? King of Cups. Not sure where this King of Cups wants to go here. And then Knight of Wands. We'll get into what all of this means. We have a lot of people here so far. You have the Fool card, your new beginning. I'm glad I actually listened to my intuition, of course, on the King of Cups. That's where this goes. And the 3 of Wands. I'm hearing someone say, yeah, but where with this 3 of Wands? The Page of Cups. Okay, so we start out again with that 8 of Cups, and then you have this 5 of Cups. I'm getting, for some of you, it's almost like searching for a silver lining to something. We also have this 4 of Wands, and I'll connect all the dots for us too. We have the 4 of Wands, and I always call it the 11-11 card, divine timing here, but there's something here about balance too. And the kind of, we did it. I mean, I'm getting this kind of, we can do this together. There's a unity here. And there's the Chariot card here. And Cancerian energy, and it's that focus, determination, something moving quickly, especially when you have the Knight of Wands right beside it. But you may feel as though you're going round and round. They're on a carousel right now, it looks like. To me, that's what it looks like, but it is the Knight of Wands. Now, that is a fast-moving knight. I believe it's considered the second fastest in the deck next to the Knight of Swords. But you're feeling very passionate about an emotional cause or something that's stirring emotions for you, potentially. We move on to this 10 of Wands. And but you see all the growth on these wands and how close they are to something. How close are you to this new beginning? Remain optimistic. Please remain optimistic here. We have that Fool card. The Fool card is all about, only taking lessons with you, right? They pack lightly. It's about, I am getting, for some of you, you're remembering or a remembrance. So that can either be separate or even connected to the Fool card with this new beginning. For some of you, I am getting taking a leap of faith and making a major commitment. Could be in a relationship. We have a lot of emotional energy here. You have the King of Cups in between the three of Wands and the 4 of Wands. Mm-hmm. There's something at the heart of the matter here. There could be a voice of reason, or you may get some really good advice from someone, maybe a water sign. I'm also getting earth, but it's about almost like the voice of even a therapist, counselor, a teacher, mentor, not necessarily somebody wiser than you, nothing, it's not necessarily that, but it's just someone who can really understand the more complicated side of you, or understand your emotions, or maybe even validate. So for some of you, I do get a need for peace in a certain situation with the Fool card, like to start out, wanting to start over, needing to start over, even with somebody or something in general. Three of Wands, I get that you've made a choice and you're making a decision here, because we have this, like, almost like once you get that clarity with the King of Cups, and remain loyal to yourself above all else, and know that's not selfish. Self-care is not selfish. It's actually a great thing to do for everyone. I just saw 5555 on the timer. Now, I mean, 4 fives, this could certainly be massive change, huge change coming in, shifts. But you can also look at that as an 11. The 5 and the 5's 10, and then a 5 and a 5 is 10, which would be 11. I don't know if I have my numbers book handy here. I don't think I do, but I should have that handy, actually, my Kyle Gray numbers. I do want to see if he has 5555 in here. Most books don't go to that. No, it's not in here. I don't think so. So anyway, but yes, the 5555, I mean, can be shift, can be also I'm actually also getting like responsibilities here, especially because we have that 10 of Wands, and just the way things are feeling. Things could be feeling really heavy, could be something close to home. That actually came through in pile three's reading too. There's something here about sharing your masterpiece too with the world. So maybe you're wanting to make a splash and share some art. Splash could be a word that resonates with you. Maybe it's in a name or something like that. That could be. You need to know you're divinely guided, you're protected. Pay attention to your signs and dreams, and ask your angels for help. That's coming out. Again, for some of you, you may feel as though things are going round and round down here. I'm getting that. So make sure you're paying attention to things like even signs and synchronicities that keep repeating themselves, such as 5555, because there is a lesson here. There's something, it says either a sign, a symbol you keep seeing. Right. There's something about, yes, we cannot rewrite history, but we need to learn from the past. There's something here being veiled or unveiled. There could be a big reveal that's coming into your life, or you may have just found out something. There's also breakthrough I'm getting. The Page of Cups, it's really whatever you want it to be. But you could get a heartfelt message. You could get a message coming through that just makes you feel better and helps you be able to move on from something. Now, we don't always get closure and apologies and things like that in life, but it's, you're certainly able to make or come to terms with something on your own if that's what you decide to focus on. What else do we have here? There's something about needing less noise. So I don't know if it's a living situation thing, or if, you just need to tune out other voices right now of others. But there's something here. Again, there's like a little bit of a warm and fuzzy feeling here. So that can certainly be good news. It could also mean that maybe I caught you on a day where you're having some tea with your kitties, or your dog, or, you're just at home in your fuzzy socks right now, or whatever makes you feel comforted. Do things that make you feel comforted. Some of you may want to book an astrology reading, I'm getting, because there are so many things changing, especially for Libras. I mean, a lot of signs, honestly, but I'm more aware of the Libra situation, and there are a lot of big Libra changes, even from what I've found out with other actual astrologers. So that could be something you're wondering about, or it could be tarot as well, like a personal reading kind of thing. There's something here too about either warped speed, like something really fast, or again, that sort of round and round energy, and sort of something not being as it seems, almost like something looks like a circle, but it's an oval. I know that's kind of random, but if there's something here about perspective being just a little off, or maybe someone's trying to feed you something that's lies, basically, and you can see the illusion. You're seeing through illusions. Remain grounded, remain focused, though. Oh, let's get another card. Okay. Oh my goodness. I love seeing that. Oh my. So there's a huge stack that fell out, but you have the Justice card. There's the Justice card. Again, if something feels like it's going round and round, or almost like something's someone trying to confuse you or talking in circles around you, it's not happening. Like, you're able to see right through it. I mean, picture this as a Queen of Swords too, right? No BS, no nonsense, right? This is truth. Again, a reveal of some kind of revelation. All right. And underneath it is the High Priestess. So again, like, no one's going to get the High Priestess off their post, off their throne. You know, you're steady. Stay steady. You can handle this too. All right. We have Pisces energy, Libra energy here with that. We had Cancerian energy with the Chariot. Fool, some people say the Fool's Aries, but I don't necessarily. Yeah, there's something about justice sees all. There's something about, I don't know if it's like, you're one of those people who thinks like, God sees everything, or whatever you believe in, whoever you believe in as your creator. But there is this sort of like, what happens in darkness eventually comes to light. That sort of energy. And from the very beginning, you have been someone who really, this only resonate with some of you, someone who really is able to just see many perspectives and see the truth and read between the lines, even when things are blurry. So it's basically like you have this real sense of like morality, and in addition to the morality, like with the Justice card, it's this intuitive, almost an inquisitive nature too. Like, you need to know how people are feeling, how people are doing, the truth of the matter. It's like kind of getting the details, but also the emotions that are behind something. You're able to figure out other people's motivations and intentions, even if they're not said. You might be the first person to call somebody out on something, and other people are like, what do you mean? They seem really nice to me. And you're like, yeah, no, I can feel it. You have holiness here. One of the piles just had this. I think it was pile 2. You're worthy. You are worthy. You have happy times coming in here. Something happy, even amongst some gray for some of you, because there is some gray here on the card. But this is about you not being broken. And this is about you being free no matter what's going on. There's an innocence here, and something again about, it's interesting because I was talking about this sort of combination of the qualities of the High Priestess and Justice, which is like you. Like, it's amazing it's hard to explain, but it's like a really awesome balance, like to have these two energies all within you. Look how they're connected here. And when I put the cards together, look at that. Look, there we go. You're connecting dots that maybe other people aren't. And that's your like wholeness that has to do with you as a whole. Okay. So, and your truth. So if you enjoyed this, do subscribe and like the video. That's really important for my channel. And if you enjoyed this reading and you want to see more of this type, let me know in the comments, please. And also, if you are interested in other readings that have to do with more than just Libras, in the Libra Collective, feel free to check out Schoolhouse Messages, which is my second all signs channel. I hope you enjoyed these readings, and I wish you all the best.